At the time of recording this, James Harden and the Houston Rockets just beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 4 of their first round matchup, and now they're up 3-1. But in this video, we're going to be checking out what would happen if James Harden and Russell Westbrook switched teams. So Westbrook would have more of a supporting cast and James Harden would have less of a supporting cast. Westbrook is now surrounded by shooters. Harden is not surrounded by much shooters. So this should be interesting to see, and we're going to see who has the better season and of course who wins the MVP award. Here is the Thunder rotation. James Harden is going to play point guard. He is a 94 overall. He's going to play 39 minutes per game. You got James Harden, Oladipo, Robertson, Taj Gibson, and Steven Adams. Their lineup just like in real life. And for the Rockets, you got Russell Westbrook, 96 overall. He's going to play 37 minutes a game. Starting at point guard, then you got Lou Williams, Trevor Ariza, Ryan Anderson, and Clint Capella. So we're going to simulate through the end of the season. We're going to see who wins MVP and who has a better season overall, and which team actually does better. So simulate through date. And in the first matchup, the Oklahoma City Thunder lose to the Houston Rockets 116-107. And James Harden for the Thunder drops 29 points and 10 assists. Only 18 shots, but he did have a double-double. And Russell Westbrook in his first matchup against his former team has 13 points, 12 assists, 9 boards, a near triple-double. Only took 13 shots, but the Rockets did come out victorious. And we're going to simulate to their second matchup of the season and see who comes out on top in that one. And the Thunder lose to the Rockets again. But this time James Harden has a slightly better game. 31 points, 6 boards, 12 assists, 8 of 23 shooting, took more shots, took 14 free throws, but still came up short against the Rockets. And Westbrook for the Rockets dropped 32 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 10 of 17 shooting. That's actually really good shooting for Russell Westbrook. But they both had 4 turnovers. Simulate through the next matchup. And the Thunder with James Harden actually get a W against the Rockets. They win by 7. Russell Westbrook for the Rockets had 31 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 12-18 shooting. Really good shooting. And James Harden had a 32-point triple-double, who also shot really well. Not that great from 3, but he only attempted 3 free throws, and he did come out victorious. So now their final matchup of the season, unless they do meet up in the playoffs. Let's simulate to that. And the Thunder completely dominate the Rockets in this matchup. They win 142-110. Russell Westbrook was quiet in this one. Didn't even have a single double. He had 9 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists on 4 of 11 shooting. He did foul out. He had 6 fouls. He fouled out in 23 minutes. And James Harden completely dominated. 43 points, 12 rebounds, 24 assists. That is insane. 12 of 20 shooting with 18 free throws attempted. So the Rockets and the Thunder split the series matchup. But looks like James Harden had better performances overall. This is just an insane stat line right here. I've never seen anything like it. So the Rockets and the Thunder do split the season series. I hope they match up in the playoffs, but we're going to see as we simulate to the end of the season. And we're going to find out who wins the MVP award. James Harden is your most valuable player for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 33 points, 9 rebounds, 14 assists. He averaged 33 points with 14 assists. That is insane. And he had 2 steals, so he's also playing defense. All NBA first team, we got James Harden and Russell Westbrook both making it, with LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, and DeMarcus Cousins. Here are the Western Conference standings. The Warriors 70-12. What a record for them. Followed by the Spurs. The Rockets actually had a better record, 51-31. and the Thunder finished 44-38. Oh, and they just barely didn't match up with the Rockets in the first round. If the Clippers didn't own the tiebreaker, it would be Thunder versus Rockets in the first round right now. But here's the Eastern Conference standings if you're curious. And now, of course, we already know James Harden had a better season because he did win the MVP award when the Thunder do finish as the 7th seed. So, nice accomplishment for him. 33 points, 9 rebounds, 14 assists. We already seen his stat line. Russell Westbrook on the Rockets did not have as an amazing stat line at all. Only 22.5 points, 8.7 rebounds, 8.6 assists, 1.1 steals. James Harden actually had more steals, but he did cut down on his turnovers. I think that's the lowest of his career. That is the lowest of his career, 2.4 turnovers a game. So here's the playoff bracket in the first round. Russell Westbrook and the Houston Rockets are facing the Clippers, and James Harden and the Thunder are facing the Spurs. They do have a chance of meeting up in the second round if they both win, which I'm hoping will happen. Let's simulate current round. And wow, what that sucks, dude. They both lose in the first round. So yeah, this whole episode is pretty much pointless now. That's why 2K, why do you have to do this to me? You ruined a perfectly good video. They could have met up in the second round. It would have been a nice series. Russell Westbrook versus James Harden on the opposite teams. But of course, 2K has to ruin it. The Rockets lose in 5 and the Thunder lose in 6. Dang, that blows. Let's just check out how Westbrook did in this series. In game 5, he had 23 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 9 of 18 shooting. Pretty decent for him. Game 1, he actually had 34 points. Game 2, he had a low 19. Inefficient shooting though. Game 3, 23 points. Game 4, 19-point triple-double. His only triple-double of the playoffs on 6 of 15 shooting. James Harden in game 1 had 34 points, 5 rebounds, 11 assists, and 2 steals on efficient shooting. Game 2, 24 points, also 14 assists, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. So James Harden is playing defense on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Game 3, 14 assists again for James Harden, and another 30-point game. Game 4, he slowed down a bit, but he had 23 points with 19 assists. So he's getting assists with this supporting cast around him, which is not as good as the Rockets supporting cast. I'm not gonna lie. And in game 5, he completely went off in a Thunder W. 40 points, 16 assists, 15 for 24 shooting. And in game 6, in a loss that ended their season, he had a 36-point triple-double, 11 rebounds, 15 assists. Did have 6 turnovers, but shot very efficiently. But looks like the supporting cast just couldn't get it done. Let's just see who did better in the playoffs. James Harden, 31 points, 7.7 boards, 15 assists. It's hard to do better than that. That's just an amazing stat line right there. Russell Westbrook, 24 points, 7 boards, 6.6 assists. Yeah, James Harden did way better in this scenario. Russell Westbrook actually fell off as a member of the Houston Rockets, probably because they have more scorers than he's used to. But let's simulate the rest of the playoffs and see what goes down. See who wins the NBA championship. The Boston Celtics win the NBA championship. I highly disagree. Isaiah Thomas, Finals MVP, 24 points, 6 assists, 2.3 rebounds. But I think I saw the Spurs blow a 3-1 lead. No, the Spurs blow a 3-0 lead. Look at this. Game 1, the Spurs win. Game 2, the Spurs also win. Game 3, the Spurs win. But then they lose 4 straight. They blew a 3-0 lead to the Los Angeles Clippers, who actually made the finals for the first time in their franchise. 1 game short of winning the NBA championship, but they can't get it done against the Boston Celtics. Congrats to them. And that's gonna be the end of this video. Not the result I was expecting. I really wanted Russell Westbrook and James Harden to meet up in the playoffs. That would have been a fun series, especially since they're on opposite teams. We'll see who could have won. But James Harden clearly had the better season in the regular season and the playoffs, as he won the MVP award. And Russell Westbrook kind of fell off with his new team. He's not used to it. He's used to doing all the work, but he didn't have to this time because he actually has a supporting cast. So if you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out.